You know, Kingdom Hearts has had a lot of worlds, but most of them have been pretty much the things you'd expect. The popular movies, the movies that are a little more recent, just to promote that for obvious reasons. Uh, Honestly, why not go for something a bit known but weird for them? I'm suggesting, as the title suggests, the Haunted Mansion. I mean, realistically, why not? The Haunted Mansion is one of the most known rides, if not the most known ride at Disneyland. It's just an iconic location filled with a lot of story just within the ride itself. So, yeah, Sorrel, Donald, and Goofy should explore it. I mean, it make a lot of sense to me, especially with a new game coming out. I mean, I doubt it at this point that they have it, given that we're already close to its release. But in the event that they were keeping it secret, I'd be amazed if they had the Haunted Mansion. I mean, you know, they've had the Halloween Town for the last two games, and of course, I'm talking about the main games here. So why not change it up a bit with a new world that's horror themed with the Haunted Mansion? I mean, again, there's so much that you can pull from, and I know a lot of people are gonna think like, well, it's not a movie, even though there was one, but we're not gonna acknowledge that. Uh, so why have them travel there if it's not really gonna be story based? Which I say again, have you been on the ride? There's so much story to it. I mean, yeah, it's not to a point where the whole ride feels like one long story, but there's enough elements there where you can do something interesting with the world and its characters. So yeah, Kingdom Hearts should absolutely get a Haunted Mansion as a level. I mean, I'm not saying that they should do this with all theme park rides. Uh, I mean, they've already got a Pirates of the Caribbean world, but it's based more on the movies, and I don't think you can really do that world again, but with the theme park. But yeah, Haunted Mansion is one of those where I'm like, no, you can do this. Maybe try doing something kind of original with the characters, and it would be very interesting. But yeah, in the long run, I just feel like uh, Kingdom Hearts should really try and just do a Haunted Mansion world because, putting aside, just how iconic it is, given that we're hitting on its anniversary next year, pretty much when the year Kingdom Hearts 3 releases, it's going to be, I believe, the 50th anniversary of the ride. So, I mean, that's a big deal. And again, even though I doubt that they have the world at this point, given that we're only a few months away from it, it would be a great surprise if it turned out that we had the Haunted Mansion as a level. But, who knows? If not in that one, at the very least, if they're going to do more, which they've already hinted at, and given that it's a popular franchise, I'm pretty sure we're going to have more. Yeah, I'd love to see them actually tackle the Haunted Mansion as a world at some point. I mean, again, if not in this game, maybe in a spin-off title, or if what they said is true, which is that they'll continue on with the Kingdom Hearts world just with different characters, maybe do it with another character, like maybe the next series of of games are focused on, I don't want to say lesser popular Disney franchises, but maybe just they can go more out of the box, more weird with it, go into TV shows that people remember, or in the case of the Haunted Mansion, an iconic theme park ride. I don't know, just some ideas. Realistically, I don't really have much to say on here other than, yeah, I'd love to see the Haunted Mansion get into Kingdom Hearts in some form. I mean, if you're gonna be honoring Disney, you might as well honor it with honor one of its most known rides. And yeah, that's really about as much as I have to say. So go watch my other stuff. Support me on Patreon, and go read more of my reviews or think pieces on my website, which is www.psycams.com. Bye.